Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and Shana Tova. It's so good to see everyone here, and we are coming to you by Zoom and Facebook. You will probably have moments where I will invite you to speak and you might unmute yourself, but for most of it will be muted, and you might want to open up your chat bar as well, because there will be a chance to participate that way. And I'm here with my husband Raj, my son Daniel, and my son Adam, and we wish you every blessing as we're heading into this new year. So we're gonna just sing one more song now with Mikey of welcoming in the peace of Shabbat and our new year.
Hey there, everybody. I hope you're enjoying your evening so far. My name is Mikey Pauker, and I'm music director for Rosh, and it's good to see everyone who's in here. Shabbat Shalom. We're going to sing a song right now that has to do with how great it is that we're here together. And what we're going to do is, I'm going to first teach you some dance moves, okay? So we're going to sing, what we're going to sing is this. We're going to sing. Hey, Venu Shalom Alechem. You're going to go do-up, ready? Hey, Venu Shalom Alechem. Do-up, Alechem. Hey, Venu Shalom. And then you go like this. Shooby-doo-wop, do-wop. Can you try that? Shooby-doo-wop, do-wop. Ready? Hey, Venu Shalom Alechem. Do-wop, Alechem. Hey, Venu Shalom. Hey, Venu Shalom Alechem. Do-wop, Alechem. Hey, Venu Shalom. Shooby-doo-wop, do-wop. Then like this. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam ya'ad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam ya'ad. And you're going to say, ooh, baby, like this. Oh, baby. Can you try it? Oh, baby. Fantastic. All right, so I'm going to be counting right now on all the kids and all the families to be singing this with me, especially Daniel and Adam, because I know they love to sing this song. All right, you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and hey, Venu Shalom Alechem. Do-wop, Alechem. Hey, Venu Shalom. Shooby-doo-wop, do-wop. Hey, Venu Shalom Alechem. Do-wop, Alechem. Hey, Venu Shalom. Shooby-doo-wop, do-wop. Hey, Lemato Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Ya'ad. Lemato Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Ya'ad. Oh, baby, Venu Shalom Alechem. Do-wop, Alechem. Hey, Venu Shalom. Shooby-doo-wop. Hey, Venu Shalom Alechem. Do-wop, Alechem. Hey, Venu Shalom. Shooby-doo-wop. Hey, Lemato Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Ya'ad. Lemato Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Ya'ad. Oh, baby. Hey, Venu Shalom Alechem. Do-wop, Alechem. Hey, Venu Shalom. Do-wop. One more time. Hey, Venu Shalom Alechem. Do-wop, B'Alechem Yeveinu, Alechem Yeveinu, Alechem Yeveinu, Shalom Tzivanu. Shabbat Shalom, Shana Tova, everybody. It's so beautiful to be here with you. Thanks for singing. Thanks for dancing. Love it.
All right, so now it's time to light candles, and I'm going to invite the Kunkel and Weissman family to light for us. I'm going to say the blessings. If you have candles with you, you're welcome to light them as well. And we're going to bring in both Shabbat and Rosh Hashanah with this blessing. All right, so let's see if we can find Tanya Weissman here to light candles for us. All right, let's see. Where is she? Okay, there we go. So we're lighting, and as we're lighting, I invite you to just think about all the light, all the blessing that you'd like to bring into this year that's about to begin. Each of us is a light, and we can all share that light with each other. We can scoop it in, 3 scoops, and just cover our eyes. Take a deep breath. Just let go of the year that is leaving us and embrace the light of the year ahead. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת ביום טוב. Now we're going to sing a blessing for new beginnings as we arrive at the doorstep of Rosh Hashanah with the Shehechianu. If you have your prayer book printed out, it's on page 1.
Here we are again, singing together, blessing this moment, She'echianu. We say this prayer when it's the first time that we ever do anything, or at the beginning of a new year. And guess what? I'm pretty sure it's the beginning of a new year. So it's a perfect blessing. Please join with me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Amen. I invite you all to sing, even though we can't hear you. Even though we can't hear you, I can imagine it. And even though you might not be able to hear all the people around the world singing, if you're with your family, great. If you're by yourself, awesome. Whatever it is, I invite you to sing these words with us one more time. Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Amen. then all together. Ah, 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 amen.
So let's take a minute to just think to ourselves and then share with each other what our hopes are for the coming year. It could be a word about something you're hoping for, maybe like patience or healing or something like that, or it could be, you know, a phrase, something like that. And what we're going to do is just open things up. So if you want to say something, just make a sign and um, unmute yourself and go for it. So you can put things on gallery view if you want. Anybody want to share something you're hoping for in the coming year? You can also put it right in the chat. Oh, Daniel, we'll start with you. What are you hoping for, Daniel?
It's kind of like a poem that I have about John Trump.
No. Okay, well, so a new.
Humpty Dumpty
No, Daniel. Hoping for new political beginnings. How about that? We'll put it that way. Okay. I see Alex. Go for it.
The chat is disabled, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You have something?
Yeah. But hopefully that I have like a lot of things, but my main one is that COVID ends, and like not like the same amount of people that have died already. Like not, I hope that not double that happens like before it's over. Or I really hope that like not a single person does more, but like I don't think that that's gonna happen.
All right. Well, our hopes for the end of COVID-19. Another one. I see some others. If you have your hand up, you can go ahead and unmute yourself and jump right in.
I hope for more clean air.
What I wish is for the coronavirus to end.
I hope that people will find the things that they've learned in this time and take them into what I hope are the after times coming soon.
All right, Adam, I see you. Yes. What are you hoping for?
I hope for COVID to end.
For COVID to end. Yeah. But one or
I
two.
hope for getting to see my friends.
Seeing friends. Yeah.
I can't wait to get hugs again and to give hugs.
One or two more.
I can't wait for new leadership in our country.
I can't wait for children to go back to school.
So you know what I'm hearing out of all of these things? I'm hearing a lot of appreciation for the simple things, for all of these simple things that maybe we took for granted before this time. And I know that there's this strange thing happening in our lives where there's a lot of feeling scared and sad and a lot of hard feelings, but then there's also a lot of gratitude, a lot of being thankful for each other, for all the blessings that are there. And I know I've learned so much in this time about appreciating all of the people around me and all the simple things that I maybe didn't appreciate as much before, just like Margot was saying, like the air itself. So that is a kind of sweetness that we can bring with us into the new year, that gratitude, that thankfulness for even the simple things. And it just so happens that on Rosh Hashanah, we symbolize our hopes for the sweet new year with honey and apples. And Mikey has a song for us about the sweetness of honey to remind us of that tradition.
A song of the sweetness right here. Goes like this, ready? Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu לעשות בדברי תורה, לעשות בדברי תורה. Sweet as honey, join me. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue.
So now we're going to offer a blessing for all of our children. If you're with us in the prayer book, it's on the top of page 2, and you can join me there and sing along. Here we are on this night of Yom Tov and Shabbat. Candles are lit, and do you know what? Now's our chance to bless our kids wherever you are, in college or cribs. How shall we bless you? What do we want for you? Only everything. May you be happy, may you be happy, having all you need and wish for. Every day you brighten our lives, give warmth to our hearts and light to our eyes. We're so glad that you kids are here, safe in our love, nothing to fear. May you be happy, may you be healthy, having all you need. Now and forever, with you wherever, may you know how much we love you. I la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya 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 la la la. Now I'm going to turn things to Douglas and Miriam for Shalom Aleichem, a special Shabbat song that we use to welcome each other and all the good energy of this special time.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Yom, Mi Melech Malachei
What a treat. What a treat. Thank you, Douglas and Miriam. And now I'd like to ask everybody who's able to stand wherever you are. We're on the middle of page 3 for the Baruch Hu, the call to prayer. And if you know which way is east, you can face east. This way for us.
Wow, that was amazing. That was so incredible, Douglas and Miriam. Like, Dainu, I think we're done. We don't have to do the Baruch Hu. Okay, Baruch Hu. Here we go. I nine. I nine. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
All right, you may be seated, and we move on to the bottom of page 3 with Olam Chesed Yibaneh, imagining a world that we create with love.
So I'm going to count on you all to sing. The good news is I can see you. I can see you, Jude Fox. I can see you, Tanya Wiseman, and your son. I can see you, Molly YT, and all your amazing children. And so I would love if you all sang Olam Chesed Yibaneh. May we build this world with love, like this. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Olam Chesed, Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Olam Chesed, Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. We will build this world from love. We will build this world from love. You must build this world from love. And if we build this world from love, then God will build this world from love. Olam Chesed, let's go, come on. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Olam Chesed, Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. you must build. You must build this world from love. Come on, Margot. And if we build this world from love, everybody, then Jah will build. Then Jah will build this world from love.
So now, if we were together in person, I would probably be asking all of you to tell me, why is it important to know how to listen? And I want to ask my own kids who are here with me, why is it important to listen? You guys know?
Well, it's important to listen because then you know what other people think and you know how they feel about one thing. Like, if you're saying something that might be offensive, maybe you should listen to them before you say it.
So it's a really important thing to understand what people are thinking. Do you have any other ideas, Daniel, about what's important?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is
I think you should listen. You should listen. One of the reasons why you listen is because then if you don't listen, then you can't learn and then you can't be smart.
So listening is important for learning. Yeah. And it's one of the ways we show each other respect, like you were saying. So we're going to sing a prayer, one of the most important prayers about listening. It's called the Shema. Shema means listen. The words are at the top of page 4, but I actually think it's more important to follow along, not in the books, but with your hands. So I'm going to show you, and you can do this with me. Some of you already know it, how to sing this prayer with your hands and with your voices. The first sign is this, Shema, listen. Yisrael, people of the book. Adonai, which is one of our names for God. Eloheinu, our God. Adonai, Echad. You might even want to turn on gallery view so you can see how cool it is to see everybody right now. Let's try that again, and we'll sing it. We'll do our signs all together. Ready? Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 One time, just the signs. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. All right, and now we turn to page 4 for Micha Mocha.
Micha Mocha, Creator, we're so grateful. Who is like you? Who is like you, Creator? Who redeems us, who brought us out of Egypt? Who is like you? I don't know anything like you. I know nothing other than you. We're going to have the ensemble join us for this one. Micha Mocha Balim Adonai, Mi Kamocha Neda BaKodesh, Nora Tehilot
ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la.
Mi kamoka pali matonai, mi kamoka neta bakodesh, norati loro sepele, norati loro sepele.
Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la.
Mika moka, Mika moka, Nedav Kodesh, Mika moka, Nedav Kodesh, Norat hilot, oh sepele, Norat hilot, no sepele.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Mi kamoka pailim Adonai, mi kamoka nedar bakodesh, norati lodo sefelde, norati lodo sefelde.
Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la.
All right, now we are going to pray for peace with the Hashki Benu on page 4, a blessing for the evening as we face any kind of darkness, a prayer for protection and safety and peace. Hashki Benu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom, Leshalom, Lehamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim, Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha, Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Shekhinah. Guard us from all harmful things, O Shekhinah. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us a wrong from right. Oh, amen, 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 amen. Amen, 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 amen.
So now we're going to have one of the prayers, which is really the heart of the High Holy Days, and that is the prayer Avinu Malkeinu. It's on page 5. So if you can stand in your spaces for that, and the intention of this prayer is to let go of all the things that we might not feel good about. So if we think back on the year that is gone, there's things that we're thankful for, things we're proud of, and things that maybe we're not so proud of, things that we're sorry for. So this is the prayer where we say, let's forgive ourselves and each other for whatever those things may be, and hope for a new beginning. Avinu Malkeinu, page 5.
Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu ve'anenu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu ve'anenu, ki ein banu ma'asim. Aseh imanu, tzedaka v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedaka v'chesed, v'hoshi'enu. Imenu mekareinu, choninu va'aninu. Imenu mekareinu, choninu va'aninu, ki ein banu ma'asim. Aseh imanu, tzedaka v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedaka v'chesed, v'hoshi'enu. Aseh imanu, tzedaka v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedaka v'chesed, v'hoshi'enu. V'hoshi'enu.
You may be seated, and we turn things to Zahava for a story.
Shana Tova, everyone. So wonderful to see all of you. And even though I miss seeing you face to face, I really feel all of you. Everyone who really wishes everyone Shana Tova, everyone who sang to themselves, to others in the room. This is how we create memories, even in times of Zoom. Today, I want to share with you some of my memories about this wonderful holiday that is really one of my favorites. And I want to show you first some, okay, I have one shofar for sure, but you know what? Why not two? I do have some shofar, and because my story is about the shofar. Oh, really, it's about the sound of shofar. I cannot share it with you, the sound of the shofar. Somebody else will soon. But I want to tell you the story and why the shofar is so close to my heart. So when I was a little girl in a town called Zichron Yaakov in Israel, every year, a month before Rosh Hashanah, the rabbi of Zichron Yaakov, who lived in the middle of Zichron Yaakov, sounded the shofar every single day. I hope you guys heard the shofar from your neighbors, and maybe some of you blew the shofar this year. I know Margot did. So the shofar was heard, and everybody heard it in the back of their minds because everybody was busy. You know, I was a child, I played with my friends. My parents maybe made dinner, maybe went to work, maybe talked to others, but the sound was there at the background. And the rabbi every single day in a certain time blew the shofar. And one day, something was different. Something was missing. We went about our way and we didn't know what's happening. And then we all realized, my mom looked at me and she said, something is missing. And I said, yes, but what is it? And she said, I think I did not hear the shofar today. I was busy, but usually I hear it. She turned to my father, did you hear the shofar today? And my father said, know, now that you're asking me, no, I did not hear the shofar today. Everybody came outside and the neighbors and the people in town, and they said, what happened? Something is different. We hope the rabbi is okay. And everyone, and I remember this, everyone went to the rabbi's house. It was a small place. Zichron Yaakov was a small town. And we all went to his house and we looked at the house and somebody dared and knock on the door. Maybe you can help me knock on the door. The rabbi couldn't hear well from the shofar, but maybe you can knock. We waited. The door opened. The rabbi came outside. His face was very serious. His face was sad. And he looked at all of us and he looked very surprised. And he said, what are you doing here? Is something wrong? And they said, well, is something wrong with you, Rabbi? He said, I'm okay. Well, Rabbi, then what happened to the shofar? You did not sound it today. For the whole month, you sounded the shofar. And in 2 days, it's Rosh Hashanah. What happened? And the rabbi looked at all of us, every person around, and he said, wait, you noticed that I did not blow the shofar today? And everybody said, of course we notice. Every single day we hear the shofar. The rabbi's face suddenly lit up. He had so much love in his face and so much gentleness. And he looked at all of us and he said, I had a feeling that I'm blowing the shofar every day to tell you, pay attention, wake up. But I somehow felt that none of you are really listening. So now you're telling me that even though you're busy and even though you do your other things every single day, the shofar is there in your hearts. So you know what? Wonderful community, my wonderful people. In 2 days, when we have services, I know some of you have shofar at your houses. You never bring it to the synagogue. And the people looked, my father especially had the shofar at home and he said, but Rabbi, you're the only one always blowing the shofar at high holidays. We all sit there at the synagogue, we all hear you. And the rabbi smiled and he said, yeah, I've been doing it, you're right. But you know what? We are going to start a new tradition. In honor of the fact that you all are awakened, you all are really paying attention, you all are in it as a community. Then you know what? Bring your shofar in 2 days. And together, we are really going to make a lot of sound. So everybody brought the shofar. But in 2 days for a child, I forgot all about it. It was wonderful. I forgot all about it. And as we came to the synagogue, I did what I did every single time. I went outside. There was a little garden right at the synagogue. We went outside to play because prayers, we weren't sure what to do with them. And this particular year, suddenly we heard the shofar. No, not the shofar, the shofarot. There were so many of them and the sound was so loud that all of us kids ran into the synagogue. We came as close as we could to all the people blowing the shofar. And I want to tell you, as a child, when I looked up, it was a small, tiny Sephardic synagogue. I could swear to you that I felt the heaven opens up. Definitely, I felt my heart open up to receive the blessings, the wishes of a new year, together with others in my community. And that's one of the reasons why this holiday is so dear to me and why I love celebrating it. I love doing it with others. And I'm hoping that we create more memories to our wonderful, wonderful children, that they one day will tell the story about how they celebrated high holiday with their communities. Shana Tova, everyone, and I'll see you today, of course, till the end, but also tomorrow when you're going to hear more about the shofar and why we do what we do.
Oh, Zahava, so wonderful. Thank you. So I hope everybody who has a shofar will go and get it now. And we're going to all stand. And in just a moment, we're going to listen to Jude But we're also, if we have a shofar, if you have a shofar in your place, you're invited to sound the shofar as well. So Jude is going to be our leader, but all of us are going to, who have one, are going to listen in our own spaces as well. And we're going to go through the 4 main sounds that the shofar makes. So Jude, are you ready? Give me a thumbs up, Jude, if you're ready. Okay. So first is Tekiah. Shivarim. Teruah. Are you ready for it? The last one, we're all going to take a big breath and go as long as we can. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Tekiah Gedolah. Woohoo! All right. So we're going to sing a song now about the shofar.
Yasher Koach. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Have a happy, happy, happy new year.
Tekiah.
Tekiah. Katie, what's the next call?
Oh, we go back to the chorus. I like to hear the shofar blast.
Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Have a happy, happy, happy new year.
Shivarim.
Shivarim. I like to hear the shofar blast. Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Have a happy, happy, happy new year.
Teruah.
Teruah. Is that right? A little too long? A little shorter? A little longer? Who knows? I'm schwitzing. It's too hot. I like to hear the shofar blast. Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Have a happy, happy, happy new year.
Woohoo! All right. So now we're going to just have one more song before we close. And before we do that, I want to say, first of all, thank you to everybody on the bima, off the bima, everybody who's been a part of leading our service. And thank you all for coming. And just, it's a hard time, but it's really, really important to just connect with each other in all the ways that we can. And I invite you to just put your screen on your gallery view and take a look at everyone, and let's all just wave at each other and remember that we're connected. Remember that this time will not go on like this forever. There will be a time when we're back in person. And we look forward to that. We pray that that's going to be ahead for this year 5781, which we're ushering in right now. And I'm going to one more thing, announcement-wise. So if you're coming to the main service, it starts at 7, and we'll see you back here at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow morning, our family service is at 9, and our main services begin at 10:30. And there's all kinds of other High Holy Day information to get on the website if you are curious and interested. And we'll hope to see you tomorrow morning. And now I'm going to turn things back to Mikey for a closing song.
Heveinu shalom alechem, duap duap alechem. Heveinu shalom shubiduap. Let's hear your voices. Come on. Heveinu shalom alechem, duap duap alechem. Heveinu shalom shubiduap. Come on, Hine. Nemato umanai sheve shalom alechem. Dua dua balechem. Heveinu shalom. Heveinu. Heveinu shalom alechem. Dua dua balechem. Heveinu alechem. Heveinu alechem. Heveinu alechem. Heveinu alechem. Alechem Heveinu Shalom Shemiru Avivam Shana Tova. Good Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom. Thanks for all being here. Can't wait to see you in the morning when we're going to pray again, right, Rabbi Kate? We have another one of these. All right. Well, it's good to see everybody. Shana Tova. Shana Tova. Wave. Good to see everybody.
Shana Tova, everybody. We'll see you soon. Shabbat Shalom, Shana Tova. Blessings to everybody.
Shana Tova.